literally zero risk. It's an infinite money glitch. You can do it every time a trader restocks. Infinite money glitch, Tarkov. You can watch my previous videos and see how fast it's actually. I do it every time I open Tarkov. I do it once, and then for closing it, I do it again. Infinite money glitch is actually OP. How to steal the money for the trader from the traders. This video is kind of a follow-up to the previous videos I made about making money idle on the stash. The thing about this strat is that you actually don't have to go into a raid to make money. Like, you don't have to survive or kill anyone, and you don't have to use your scav either. So even if you're good at playing the game, it's a very good way to boost your rubles, so you can do stuff like maxing your hideout and without having to compromise the ability to buy good gear. A lot of people usually at the beginning of the wipe, they spend all of the money on upgrading their hideout, but at the expense of them getting shitty weapons and or even no armor into the raids. So that's something I'll never do. The trick with this strat is that once you reach level 15 on the flea market, you can then abuse some of the barters that the traders provide. These two shelves, both, they'll make you a ton of money. I think one of these, I don't know which one, maybe both are quest locked, but once you get the quest, you can buy 2 per restock. So let's get the vodka. This one is going to be sold for 63,000 rubles. You want to aim at 30, well, you aim at whatever you want. I usually aim at below 25 because I don't want to click a ton of buttons to make like 1,000 rubles out of one trade. And this one is very reliable, because the wires, first you can craft them, but you can also find them. So what happens is I never sell wires in the flea market anymore, just because I use them on this barter. So I also avoid the tax, and these MCBs are not very useful until you get intelligence center level 3, and they're also not required for quests, so they're usually very cheap on the flea market. You can do this barter. Let's go for the vodkas. Let's buy 4. Here has some good barters. You can buy 2 of these. Usually I aim at 10k. This suppressor will sell for 12k on mechanic. He also has another one, just the gas analyzer. It right now is not worth it, but usually these gas ends go for 14 or 15k, and then you can sell this RFV for 32k to mechanic. Since there's a lot of barters, you can check back again before you're finished. Let's go to mechanic. This one you need right now is really good. You can sell this suppressor for, I think it's 21k to mechanic. So let's 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. If you saw, like, this counter went up. So another good thing about this barter is all of the barters, not just this one. They also increase the money spent count on traders, which is very good on traders like Skier and Prapor, where you don't, like, if you see that the amount of money spent I have of them is not nowhere near as mechanic, it's like 10 times less. You could also use these mechanics to push their leveling. Let's keep with the mechanic. Then there's also this pistol. You're gonna sell it for 34k, right back to mechanic. I aim at below 14. You see, it's being bought right now. What I do is I aim at 14 or below, so I can get like a bit of rubles back. These 34k, so it's like at 17 it kind of breaks. There's another pistol. This one, the good thing about the PCBs is that you can craft them. I usually craft them to switch the craft on the workbench. This pistol, it sells for a bit more. What I aim is at about 14 on the PCBs and about 12 on the phones. Right now this is extremely cheap. I bought an extra one, but I'll keep it. It was a mistake. Let's take a look at the PCBs. Yeah, so these are quite volatile, but they go as low as, yeah, around here, 12k. You get a lot. Let's buy 1 because I bought a phone, just to make the ruble count precise. Okay, right now it's a bit expensive. Let's go back to it later. This craft. So what I do is, first I check the price of the military cable. I try to get it at around 26k. You can get it as high as 30. And then over these, I get these at less than 4k. I bought 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 5 more. You can get 4 of these. Let's buy 3 more military cables. 1, 1, 2, 3. By the way, if you like keep an eye out on these, because these are quite common, and these sell to therapists for about 26k. So right now, if you buy them on the flea market and sell it back to her, you'll actually get money. I won't do it because I'm trying to get the rule counts right for you. Just something to keep in mind while doing this. Then you issue the deal. Is 4. By the way, these weapons are also like very good. Like this is almost a meta AK. You could say has a very good grip, a very good stock, a very good handguard, charging handle. You can reuse this weapon. For example, I'm doing the Punisher and I'm reusing the RK3 in the SVDs. This is a very good stock, the RK3. But I usually just sell it back to him. Let's check on these again. I needed to buy 1 because I bought an extra phone. Right, let's buy 1 and issue the barter. As well with this weapon, it sells for 44k. Another thing that you can do is you can reuse the berries sight, which is also very good, and even the suppressor as well. I do sometimes when I'm doing the bolt action quest, I use these pistols for myself. You can see like I have some, like it's this exact pistols. I just use the glowing iron sights and a flashlight, and I pair this with a 50 rounder. Instead of actually buying pistols, you can just use this barter and reuse the parts, either the sight or the pistol. The good thing about this sight as well is that you can reuse it on, for example, on the Bravo, or you can put it on top of it. Let's go back to skier. Let's see about this. Okay, 1. I got 1. Let's take a look at the RFP. You can buy this and make 1,000 rubles, but I'm not going to buy them yet because we still have plenty to go through. And Jaeger, out of all of the barters, this one is the one that makes the most profit because of 2 things. First, I try to aim at 140 or below, and this at 40 or below. It was 176. Once you get this Doctac case, you can sell it back to therapist for 195. So now you know the metrics. So one thing that you can do with that Doctac is case is that I use 1 to keep all of my, kind of like my personal graveyard, and because you need to hold on to the attacks for certain quests. Every once in a while, you get a daily or a weekly. I had one with Proper previously, where you have to turn in Doctacs. What I do is I keep 1 and then I keep selling the rest. That's like easy money as well. This one, Tarzan rig. This rig sells for almost 12k rubles to Rackman. So what I aim is below 10k rubles on the hunting matches. They can even go as low as 5, even 6k, but they usually bounce in between 9 and 10k. Another thing about this barter is that you can just use this rig. It's not the best rig, it's quite heavy for the amount of space that it does, but you can also reuse this rig to craft a better rig. You can craft a Blackrock. The thing about Jaeger is, like, if you see at the restock timers, Prapo has like about 3 hours restock. Same with Mechanic and same with Peacekeeper, but both Jaeger and Skier, they have about an hour and a half. You can get like 50k rubles every hour and a half, pretty much. So that kind of beats the Bitcoin farm. It's very reliable. Out of all the barters, this is the one where the prices are more steady on the component. Another thing that you can do is, like, if you have to complete a quest to factory and you don't have a seek case, you can just go with a Doctac case, kill people, and since factory doesn't have a lot of money, you can just put the Doctacs on your case and save space on your backpack. I don't go with backpack, so I go with the Doctac case, and since you're pretty much guaranteed to have PvP on factory, you're probably gonna use it unless you die. That's another barter I want to go through with Brackman, but this one is not reliable. It's this one because it goes out of stock quite quickly. But you can sell this backpack for about 18k to him, and the Corderas you can buy it quite low, so that's also another possibility. 5k rubles, or you can also use the backpack. That backpack is as big as a day pack, and it provides as much space as this one. You can just use the backpack as well. Let's go back to Skier to finish. We need another one. Yes, there you go. Then you buy 2 of these, and let's check for the gas analyzer. Yeah, one, and two. Oh, it went out of stock quite quick. Well, we already committed. We're still gonna make money, but not as much. Another thing that you can do is you can also use the RFV. So you see, it's 32k rubles. So at 16k, the gas end, it's kind of where it breaks. Let's sell everything. Start with this. Doctor case, person rigs, and then mechanic will be quite the lengthy process. So it's full as of now. I don't remember what the previous number was, but it's about 300k rubles. You can do this in like as little as 3 to 4 minutes. Like you get longer to go into a raid, like waiting for a raid to actually log you into the match than doing this. You might if you do it too fast, you might run into the captchas. It's very little time, literally zero risk. You could say it's an infinite money glitch because you can do it basically every time a trader restocks. And so there you go, infinite money glitch on Tarkov. You could do it as little as, I don't know, maybe like 3 minutes. Rush it, like if you click fast on the flea market. You can watch my previous video and see videos and see how fast it's actually. It's a very good way to, I don't know, for example, if you start your day and before getting into a raid, you can warm up the game with the flea market interface. I know this sounds silly, but it actually helps to get the mouse movement crispy. Zero risk. I do it every time I open Tarkov. I do it once, and then before closing it, I do it again. Infinite money glitch is actually OP. How to steal the money for the traders from the traders. There's also like some very good barters and crafts that you can also abuse, but they are not as cheesy as this one. So let me know, guys, if you know any more like cheesy strats on this kind of fashion. Let me know what you think.